Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is Daryl Guberman, CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, a quality consulting firm here in Connecticut. I've assisted companies in manufacturing quality and special processes along with ISO certification and all derivatives. The rest of the data will be found down below this video. This video today, I was waiting to spring it. It's now just time to spring this. Since we've had a little bit of issues in the aerospace industry as far as Lockheed, SIKORSKY, Boeing, going against Bell winning the contract for replacement of the Black Hawk helicopter. Lockheed, SIKORSKY, Boeing being upset about that, going to the government accounting office, and they said, the contract is held till April. Nobody wins, basically. They didn't say that. I'm telling you that. Nobody wins. Bell didn't win, and Lockheed, SIKORSKY, and Boeing didn't win. The GAO will be making the decision in April, as I've said in many videos. My feeling is that Lockheed, SIKORSKY, and Boeing, because they sit on the American National Standards Institute, right over by the Department of Defense, who signs off the appropriations for the replacement of the Black Hawk, and the DOD is in bed, basically, with the government accounting office, I wouldn't be surprised that Lockheed, SIKORSKY, and Boeing take the prize from Bell. And I'm going to show you this because they most recently had an aerospace exhibition in China showing these two aircraft, the one that Lockheed, SIKORSKY, and Boeing has built, and also the one that Bell built. So you have the Defiant SB-1 by Lockheed, SIKORSKY, and Boeing, and you have the V280 Valor by Bell. And they showed two models of it. Where the hell did they get them? My personal feeling is that during that time when Lockheed Martin was working with Bell, working on the V280 Valor, people were privy to some, confidential information. And we know from past practice that Lockheed can't keep their hands on confidential information because you know what? In 2009, Lockheed Martin had a cyber intrusion from China, taking the F-35 fighter blueprints. Here's another article about it. Yes, taking those blueprints. And the NSA details a Chinese cyber attack for the F-35. So we know past practice that Lockheed can't keep a handle on cyber issues. It's absolutely unbelievable. And by the way, they sit on ANSI's board, right over by the Department of Defense, right over by the FAA, DOT, the FBI, etc. They all sit together. So my personal feeling, again, is that Lockheed is going to take Lockheed, SIKORSKY, Boeing. They sit over also by Boeing on ANSI. They're going to take the entire contract. In fact, we have a little tiny chart here that actually illustrates to the factor that between 2015 and 2021, Lockheed Martin and SIKORSKY were watched over by China through the IF, the International Accreditation Forum, who in 2015, the IAF, International Accreditation Forum, incorporated in Delaware, was handed over to a communist Chinese national. Okay, you have Boeing and you have Lockheed, you have federal agencies and corporations on board. And also Lockheed was sitting on ANSI's board between those two, between those years as well. And China at the time was mandated, and they still are mandated, to take data through the China National Intelligence Law, Article number 7. To make matters better for you to grasp this about possibly them taking the Valor prints from Lockheed Martin at that time, here you go. You have Lockheed Martin, the F-35, and here is the copycat. Let me just get the glare off of it. Here is the copycat J-31. That is the Chinese version of the F-35. So we look into this matter more so. And as I told you, in China most recently, let me try to get the glare off there. Most recently, they had an exposition of aircraft, military aircraft, and the model of the Valor was there, and also the Defiant SB-1. So from past practice, it appears, I'm not saying it happened, but from past practice, it appears that Lockheed Martin, during that time, they were dealing in sensitive information with Bell concerning the V280. they may have gotten the data taken by having it on their computers, because maybe China figured that maybe Bell cybersecurity protection is better than Lockheed. Lockheed, from past practice of 2009, when they went in and took a lot of data for the F-35, that's a problem. So I'm going to leave it here, business owners. My telephone number is 203-556-1493, or Daryl, TQRS at yahoo.com. We just wanted this to go out and let you take a peek at it. The article concerning Lockheed working with Bell in 2013 will be down in the description as well. Thank you very much.